The redemption of 10,000 Zhang Feis. Alright. So I'm starting this completely blind. Don't know the controls, don't know the objective, don't know anything. If I like get stuck and stuff, I'll look up, you know, assistance and such to, not just sit here and die for, 5 minutes over and over and move on. I want to actually, play this and see what's going on. You're approaching the first air fortress. Okay. Oh, cool. It's like a side shooter. I can do A and B. Appear to do the same. So is this guy like an airplane? Or is that like a dude flying? I can't tell if that's some kind of airship or if that's just like a dude flying in the air. It looks like a dude with something sticking out of his butt. Or it could be... Oh, death. Okay, so don't hit those things. Or it could be an airplane. Tail. Oh. So this is where it gets hard after the first 10 seconds. I see. E. Don't know what E does. 600. E and B. I like games like this that are a dude. So it's both. It's a dude on a ship. Oh. I had to adjust my earbud and I died. Oh, so you have like no lives. You have like 3 lives and like no continues. Okay. So that's what makes this hard. I'll start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 air fortresses, huh? Ah, okay. Like if you beat a level, then it gives you a password. The old password system. This is like deceptive. It lulls you in like, okay, I just shoot. I'm like, this is pretty straightforward. Let's point, shoot these guys. That was easy. And then these things, it's like, oh, I touch any of this and I die automatically. Okay, I got you. Oh, just wait, he says. Okay. Hashtag lots of deaths. Okay. That spinning thing is cool. That's a neat little graphic. Awesome. Like, I'm collecting icon things and power-up things and I don't know what they do. Whoa! That was intense. I'm gonna stay back here because I don't know what's coming next. Okay. My dude, like, automatically floated down. Okay. I seem to no longer have control. Oh, yay! I landed! First air fortress. Down the elevator. You are now entering the air fortress. Okay, so now I'm a guy. Oh, there's kickback. That's interesting. Whee! Okay, so I'm kind of floating. This is interesting. Okay, now I'll go. Whee! This is cool. I'm having fun with this. Oh, back in. Back. Keep going back in the elevator. So do I have to like shoot down this thing before I go down? So I have a feeling if I fall, I'm gonna die on this thing. But I seem to not be killing. Ooh! So that's what B does. It does like a big thing. So let me see if the big thing does. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fall down here. Land. Okay, so that's what. And then I go up here. And then go up here. Alright. 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 I can handle this. The music's fun. Ah! Careful here. Ah! Look out! Okay, go, go. I was so careful and I got blasted. So there's like 8 levels of this? Sounds intimidating. Butterfly. Whoa! Shoot? Cool. Got him. For that E blast helps. Whoa. Alright. Ooh, the lights are out. But I'm still going. Oh, is this like a new ship? Alright. Back to my ship? Yeah, I just went around in a circle. Hey, I passed the first level! Alright. A second air fortress. Yay! I did it! This is cool how you go from the automatic scrolling and the ship, whatever he's riding, into like almost floating, like, low G environment. Whoa! Ah! That wasn't friendly. I can't turn around. Oh man, these things are painful. There's the password system. I8TA. I'm gonna write that down. I8TA. Alright, so... Ah, continue. Maybe if you, like, reset or power off and power back on, you have to enter the password. But since I'm playing the game through, I didn't turn it power off. It remembers where I was. Those guys. These guys suck. Then I have to go backwards to get it. Shoot. This is a tight space. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! That's a lot of ships. Oh man, there's like 5 of these things chasing me. 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is intense. Cool. They all disappear when you reach a certain point, huh? Okay. I'm getting the hang of this. Slide up here, get these E's, alright. Alright. The plus is a kill all on screen. Okay, cool. Alright. You are now entering the air fortress. I'm curious what your other game was gonna be, Artorious. Guess I'll just have to save up another 10,000 Zang phase and we'll find out sometime, huh? Oh, so on this one the gravity's different. I'm not just like floating, it's like jumping. Ah. It's like a jetpack type of thing. Woo! Yeah, this is tough. This is tougher, for sure, than the first one. Ah! Still stuff shooting at me. I kick back of my gun. Ooh, and there's spikes right there? Look at that. It wants me to shoot myself backward into the spikes. 48 out of 10,000! Come on, I gotta make it... I gotta make it worth your while. I wanna... I knew I was gonna go low and hit those spikes. I'm sure there's a way to avoid it, but... Ooh! So those things, like, suck me down. Okay. I have to shoot through the wall to get there. Ah! He's shooting at me. Ah. I have to go all the way down here, shoot that. Come up here. Nightbot, why do you all of a sudden wake up and say something? Ah! Here, avoid the spikes. Alright, made it. Oh, the E is like fuel or something for my little jetpack. Ooh, power sneeze. Thank you. Got another one. Oh, allergies are delicious. When I was in Illinois last week, I was sneezing double as hard as I do at home. It was it's like, well, my allergies are no better here than at home. Spring and fall. Okay. Near. E. Up we go. This guy shoots like the fire thing down. Ah! Beat him. Look out. Ooh, what's that? All-seeing eye that wants to shoot me. Right, get out of that room. Ah! Kill that thing? Either that or it takes a lot of shots or a big bee blast. I don't Yeah, the bee blast did nothing, so I'll just try to dodge them. Okay. Okay. This is kind of cool. So, like, each level has 2 phases to it. You have the one where you're flying through. Oh, where do I go? One of these? Yep. Okay. Flying through space. And then the second part where you're in the airport. You have to take out the power. Cool concept. I like it. Boing. Ah! Don't like those guys. Ooh, the butterflies. Don't like them either. Go, go, go. Avoid. Ah. Oh, I'm out of the bee. That's why it's not doing anything. There. Butterflies. Whoa. That was intense. Oh, man. It is difficult. Especially, like, when you suddenly die like that. It's like, oh, I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm all doing okay. And then, oh, dead. And you have no idea where you are, how close you are to the end. Like, I felt like I'd gone through a fair amount of the second Air Fortress, but I have no idea if there was 1 room left or 10 rooms left. Wonder what the speedrun of this game is like. Oh yeah. I forget that you die when you run into things. Haven't gotten to the part that young me couldn't figure out. Old me might be able to. Alright. So, young you got past where I've gotten to. Gotta at least get to where young Artorious is, right? 44 minutes is the speedrun. Huh? Cool. But it's very dangerous, it seems. A lot of opportunities to die. Level 4 or 5? Okay. Oh, I wasn't touching the bottom. Game cheats. These things are kind of cool. Alright. Oh. So the little red ball thing that goes above the ground I can't touch either? Right? Lots of dangerous stuff in this game. Oh, entering the Air Fortress. Anything not dark is killing. So, like, all these gray squares around me, I need to avoid them? Playing the game that you want is 10,000 Zang phase. BSing while playing the game that you want is free of charge. Okay. Oh, this one sucks. Hey, I didn't take damage that time from the spike. Took damage from the dude, though. Yoink. There. Yoink. There. Yoink. Right. Here. I get that though with games where there's a part that you couldn't get through as a kid. I couldn't get through a part of Destiny of an Emperor when I was a kid. About halfway through the game, you have to do like a real... And it's dumb. It's an old Nintendo thing. You know, old video games where they haven't figured out like what people would intuitively do in games and what people would never do. There's a part where you had to do something really dumb to progress. There was no way to move forward in the game without doing it. I could not figure it out. It wasn't until I had the internet and looked it up that I figured out what to do. And I didn't get the internet at home till I was like 18. So then I went back and finally beat the game that I couldn't beat ever. Because I got to this one point halfway through the game. I had no idea what to do. I'd spend hours trying all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Just never figured it out. These guys? Alright. So you never beat this as a kid. I'm intrigued. Star Tropics. There's some people who love... Yeah, isn't there a dumb thing? A dumb thing in Star Tropics where you have to do something really silly and like no one in their right mind would ever know to do. Qbert. I had Qbert also. Qbert was tough. I never played the first Star Tropics. I remember renting the second Star Tropics. It came out right at the end of the NES. I still played NES. I remember renting it, and I played it, and I, got like 15 minutes into it, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. There's some people who love Star Tropics. Ah, okay. Oh. Oh, dude, that's like an enemy guy. I'm out of bees. Okay, so I'm starting to think... Might be wrong about this, but I'm starting to think if you get to the... If you get to that point where, like, the big... I don't know. I use Mother Brain because I've heard that from Metroid. Like, the big, like, power thing. Once it's on screen, you have, like, reactor. That's Mother Brain thing. Yeah. Once it's on screen, you have to, like, kill it within you have to blow it up within the first certain number of seconds. Otherwise, it blows you up. Am I warm? Am I on the right track? Do I have to like blow it up in 5 seconds? Well, answering my question, simple yes or no question would potentially be a hint. I'll take that. Like, is it a timing thing where I have to blow up the thing in a certain amount of time? Okay, it's not a time. Wonder if it has anything to do with the red guy that comes on screen. Kind of looks like a red version of me. like having to beat him or do something with him. It just seems interesting that that's at that part, like in front of the reactor, there's a red dude that kind of looks like you that shows up. I have a feeling that it's something to do with it. Sure, yeah. Tell me, yeah. There's some. It has to do about the guy. There's got to be something about the guy. All right. So he's just another enemy. Doesn't matter, really. He's an enemy. Kill you. All right. Let's go. Let's go back and see what's going on. See if I can figure it out this time. Hopefully I'll go in there with bees. I need to save my bee attacks. Like big blast attacks. So I'm gonna start there. Okay. you're like, I can tell by your tone, Artorious, that you're anticipating me continuing to fail, and I'm going to need your hint to progress. That's what I'm sensing. We'll see if that's the case. Not necessarily. Oh, okay. I read into that more sarcastically than I should. With you, it's hard to tell sometimes. Which is fun. I love it. I'll see what happens this time, if I can figure something out this time. If I just die again, I'll give it an ask to hit. But meanwhile, I'm getting used to the controls and navigating this, going through things pretty smoothly. This is a fun game. I like this. At first it seemed like, oh, this is one where you just like die instantly all the time. But no, once you figure out on the space part not to touch anything, got lots of bee blast stuff. Once I figure out not to touch anything, not have the instant deaths, this ain't so bad. I'm gonna be more careful about taking damage as well. Yeah, this is a good soundtrack. I'm digging this. Ah. So much for not taking damage. Yeah. It's like epic and adventurous and heroic. Feels like I'm on like some important mission to take out these Air Force missions. Look at these all-seeing eye things. Little pyramids. No. No. Okay, down the elevator. Hey, get out. I feel like I'm getting close to that. There's one of those things. I'm gonna save my bee. Up the elevator. Maybe I should go up the other side. I'm gonna go up this side. Seems like it took me to the same place. Only escape. Okay. So, is the right side that I need to go down. Alright, here we go. Avoid these things. The elevator. Here. Gotta be on my toes because it feels like that part comes up really fast. Take these parts out. I'm gonna go kind of slow. Try to take out enemies like that. Okay, there's the butterfly thing. Okay. More fuel. Little guy. Right? Come out. One. Okay. Come out. Pick this out. I think it's like right here. Pretty close to it. More of these guys. Okay, there's just a dude. Huh. Okay, I'm ready for a hint. It's gotta be a time. It's gotta be a timing. Either that or I just took enough damage. E is your HP. Okay, yeah. It seemed like that. Oh, so I was just taking too much damage, huh? Yes, I've observed that. I was taking it like the E is like fuel. You recharge by not moving. Yeah, it seemed like that because then when I wasn't like floating with the jetpack thing, you're just standing there, it counts up. Okay. So I just take a buttload of damage right there. I guess I wasn't noticing on my E how much damage I was getting down. So it's extra important on this preliminary part to pick up as many of the E bubbles as you can. Take damage and was... Uh-huh, yeah, okay. Okay. This one. Okay, I had picked up on components. Even walking on the floor. Okay, so like, yeah, standing still, like not moving. Okay. Do nothing and you get your strength back. Okay. I'm good at doing nothing. I can handle that. That is a skill that I have mastered. That's interesting. Especially for a kid. Like, I know as a kid I always felt like, oh, I gotta be like moving or doing something. Oh, stand and regenerate, pace yourself. That's interesting now. Mentioned speed running. That's interesting to tie that to like the concept of speed running. You. She's in the other room reading, but if she can hear me, I'm sure she's finding some humor. Yes. So now it's going down, and then I'm standing like still in the elevator, and it's back up to 900. So collecting the E bubbles in the ship part establishes my and then I'm walking around and it's slowly diminishing, and then I stand still in it, goes back. Okay. I thought it was interesting that I felt like I was taking a bunch of damage and not dying. I wasn't quite sure like what determined that. Okay. Yeah, just standing there just for a moment replenishes my E. So you could like red ring your way through some parts of this. Like there, at 650, then just stand here. Oh, but when you take... Okay. So when you take damage... First part, take damage and die immediately. Never die somehow. So when you take damage, it appears your, like, max E depletes. Yeah, okay. So you don't just want to, like, bulldoze your way. Interesting. So this rewards you for being, like, cautious and careful. Okay. I would have been terrible at that as a kid. I was always just a bulldozer. And I'm taking more damage in this fortress, so that's where I'm dying at the end. But in the last one, I didn't take enough damage apparently for my E to diminish. Okay. Well, I'm feeling better about my chances now, because I know to be more careful, not just bulldoze my way through. And then, okay, so there's another E bubble, so that popped up my max E again. Cool. Got this. So I want to kill that thing before walking through it and trying to dodge. Yeah. Because and then shooting, see, like shooting slowly brings down the E. I picked up on that in the first fortress. That's what I thought that E primarily was, but then it like rejuvenates. I was like, oh, okay, I kind of have, it seems like infinite ammo. Refills. Those guys. Dodge this guy. Oops. Ow. Ow. Yeah, there's a lot of damage to be taken through here. Oh. Then I should, yeah. See you stand there for a minute and I get like 200 E back. Getting there. So you could theoretically, like, float and, like, use your jetpack and just die by just standing here and, like standing here and doing this forever. Huh. Interesting. Yay! E-bubble! Hooray! So the getting more max E is super important. Super helpful. Yes! Whoa. Whee! Stand here for a second. 564. Die! Yeah, there's a lot of damage to be taken in this part. Look at that, I'm already down with 300 max. Yikes. Wow! But it's stunning, though, how fast I lose it right there. That red guy must, like, deal a ton of damage that I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice. Huh. Did you expect me to be stuck on an early level this long? But I was saving them for, the reactor. But the reactor doesn't really do damage, it seems. It's that, it's the red guy. The clone. Ooh, cool. I wonder if there's some predetermined way to get E when you kill enemies. You kill like 10, kill 10 enemies or something like that, you get an E. If it's just random. Or if it's predetermined enemies. $1,100. That's pretty good. I thought 900 was good last time. Pick up. All right. Yeah, that's what I was there usually is. Even if it's too convoluted for a kid to figure it out. Like the bomb dropping and all that whole chart with Zelda. Never would have done that as a kid. It just seemed all random. Like, oh, this guy gave me a rupee. Okay, cool. I love Zelda too. I liked playing both Zeldas for the NES, but again, I was never great at video games, so I would get to a certain point, and then I wouldn't know what to do next. Like on Zelda 1, I would beat the first dungeon and the third dungeon. I never found the second one until way later. Probably the internet again. I don't know, and I would just wander around, like, not knowing what to do, but being able to survive and stuff, so exploring around and never figuring out, like, burning the trees with the candle and stuff like that. All the secrets. I never figured out hardly any of the secrets on my own. I would still have fun playing it, like beating the first two dungeon 1 and 3 and stuff. Oh. Interesting. I remember the map in the manual had, like on the, what is it? I don't know all of the terminology and stuff, but like the Deadwoods or like the flute one where you blow the flute and it gives you, that's where you find a dungeon and stuff. On the map in the manual, it has like a question mark on it. Ooh, secret. Again, I don't think I figured out much of that on my own. And the same with Zelda 2. I got to a certain point in Zelda 2. I think I was able to beat the first two dungeons, but then I couldn't figure out what to do from there, or I just wasn't good enough to survive. Okay. I know I owned Zelda 1 as a kid. I think I owned Zelda 2 like later on, or I just rented it a handful of times. I was a big renter. Back in the days when the grocery store you would rent Nintendo games from the grocery store. I think I've talked about this before on stream. I would, like the lady at the grocery store that would check us out when I was renting video games, she would say to my mom, like, "Oh, this one doesn't have an instruction book with it. Is that okay?" And my mom would be like, "Yeah, he can figure this stuff out without the instruction book. He's real smart." Ooh, a game store. We've had... There was a couple of... There were like movie rental stores, and then they would have a game section. We didn't have a game store until... I was probably about 12? Maybe a little younger than that. There was a little place, this dude opened up a little video game shop. It was when Super Nintendo and Genesis were around. Okay, so this guy... Ah! Holy crud! He deals so much damage. And then I'm shooting and standing and losing all sorts of... Okay, 500. But I only have like 3 of them, don't I? Don't I use like 5? Boink. Oh no! I used like 1 of them. Okay. I thought before I pressed B once and I lost like 5 bombs. Boom! Got him! There we go! Ha. Right, I have 15, but I thought when I pressed B before, it like 1 B push consumed 5 bombs. Clearly I was mistaken. That's why I wasn't doing bombs. Boom. There we go. So now does this take me back down or out? Or do I go, can I go backwards now? Ah! Where was my ship? No idea. My ship? Oh, I died. Oh! I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it was up the second. There was 2 of those pipes going up to get into that room. It was up the left pipe. So I think you have to go backwards. I was starting to go backwards to go back to it. I'm gonna get this, man. I want to get through this second level. Yeah, because now... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the more... Because it's the first Air Fortress you blow up the reactor, and then your ship is just right there. Okay, there we go, rock and roll. Now, you blow up the reactor, and then you've got to get out of there. And all the enemies still spawn. Ooh. I get it now. Ah! I was trying to Bo Jackson them, but they got ahead of me. Like this. Near point. That's what I was trying to do. Go. Oh, okay. At least, you know. Last time I came in with 1100, so a little bit less this time. Even though I've been stuck on the same part for however long I've been stuck on the same part, this is fun, dude. I'm glad you selected this. I've never played this before, never seen this before. I think you may have mentioned it along the way. This is pretty cool. I'm having a good time with this. We may have been chatting about games, and you'd said like, "Oh, there's this game, Air Fortress, I loved that as a kid." And I was like, "Oh, I never heard of it." And that was the end of it. Music is fun. Like I said, I could listen to this music for hours. I'm pretty good on not taking damage so far. I've got to remember to like stop and recover. Also, you know, like that last room with the reactor. You need to remember to stop and pause. Pause. Stop. Wait for a minute. And cover the E. Oh, yeah. Hey, Artorious, what's your schedule look like this week for co-op? Since I got you here. I think all of my evenings are good this week. Elevator. Oh, those red shots suck. They like hone in on you. Got 800 E. I think Friday would be best for me. You want to plan on Friday? Later-ish on Monday might be a little rough for me. Alright, cool. Friday. Yeah, a little later on Monday than I would like, especially with work being kind of intense for me right now. So why don't we do Friday if that's good for you? Like, Monday at 9-ish isn't terrible for me, but Friday's. Taking more damage than I want to. Nice, got an E. 100. Last reactor. Did it. Now I go back. Watching my E. And this time, a lot of the enemies aren't respawning. I must have gone too far forward. Dude, I think I've... a little damage there. I don't do anything silly on the way back. I think I've beaten the level. Ooh, it's starting to, like, self-destruct. Oh no. Should I have gone forward instead of backwards? I bet I should have... Go, 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 go! Holy crap! I'm stuck! That sucked! Okay, so this is where I came in. So then it's up here. Gotta go up here. And then it's just a little ways over past this thing, right? There it is. There's my ship! Go! Yes! We did it! Oh, it didn't give me a password. Maybe I have to die to get a password. There's a timer to get to a ship. Okay. It seemed that way. It seemed like it was starting to count down and do dramatic things, but there wasn't. I didn't see a countdown on the screen. Okay. All right. KA91. All right. I'm gonna keep banging on this, especially I'll make sure that you're around watching. I'll keep banging away on this. This is fun. This is pretty cool. Remember where I keep my passwords. I wrote it down on my Dragon Warrior map for tonight. My terrible Dragon Warrior map for tonight. That's my map. I know I'm on the small corner of the screen, but maze gets hard. It probably will for me too. Cool. So there's a lot to balance. There's a lot to balance between watching when you're using your jetpack, because that consumes E, killing enough enemies to keep increasing your max E, not taking damage, using bombs appropriately but not wasting all of your bombs, knowing where your ship is so you know where to go after you blow up the reactor. I'm sure I would expect along the way even finding the reactor is going to be a puzzle. Interesting. This is fun. Took first in the Dragon Warrior race. Had fun playing a new game? Oh, it's too late for me to add a comment to the Dragon Warrior race. Should have done that when I had the chance. All right. Who's hanging out? Aaron plays. Pav is going. Hey, let's jump in on Jeevan's doing Super Mario Brothers Wonder. That sounds like a new game. Oh yes, I sure am, Artorious. You better watch out. I'm gaining on you. I'm gaining on you. All these first place finishes. I made the not really a mistake because don't really care all that much. But with the race time stats, points, when I started playing Dragon Warrior Randomizer, I didn't I didn't spend time like practicing off outside of races or off stream or anything. I did like one or two seeds and then I dove right into racing. I got my butt kicked a lot. So the first, handful of races I was like last or almost last every single time. So my points were really low to start with. And then I've been climbing my way back up and out instead of not racing while I was learning the game and everything and then racing. But that's part of how I've learned and everything is by racing in particular and then watching, okay, like Nescard finished first. I finished ninth. He finished 20 minutes ahead of me. Where did he save 20 minutes? And I was like, oh, this was a much better grind than this. Or, wow, look at me keep trying to explore and just dying. Or, oh, I ran out of keys or something stupid like that. Or I didn't realize this enemy had resistance to hurt more. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. We're chatting about it. Now I'm curious. Yeah, I didn't hit 2K until I recently hit 2K last. Let me close that. Do I have Nope, that's not it. Let's see. So, I know my first race, yeah, my first race was December 10th, 2022. Almost a year, man. I've had so much fun playing this past year. May or may not, you nerd. I love it. That's so cool. So I don't know where you start with points. Don't you start with like 1500 or something like that? Because my first race I lost 473. Let's see someone who's done one race in the leaderboard. Average time for this year is an hour 31. Wow, you know your average time for the year. That's cool. Um, McGrew has one race. um, non-standard. Earned 358 to bring you to 1191. That's weird. Thought the numbers would be more round than that. Yeah, 833 is okay. So McGrew, who's done one race, who created the randomizer, he lost 616 points in that race, and he has 217. Yep. So yeah, it's 833. So you start with 833. So okay, let's go with this. 833 is the start. Yeah, because I remember I was after my first race, I was second to last to McGrew, I think. So my first race starting 833, I lost 473. So my after my first race, my points were 360. Oh, not at this rate. I gotta stop taking first. You gotta start getting in these races again and kick some butt. Chop me down that far. I'm gaining on you. You better watch out there. I've gone. I after my first race, I was at 360, and then I gained 246, lost 31, did some non-standards. That was that. Yeah, 12/26, the day after Christmas. I had off of work. My fiance was working, so I played all those non-standard races that Aaron had going on. That was fun. First race, I finished first out of three on it was New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day. I remember that it was late at night. Me, Barbaloot, and Stags. I finished 3 minutes ahead of Barbaloot and Stags DNF'd. I gained 439 points, then 229 points, 264 points. So I started to climb out pretty quick, but there's that Artorious guy. DNF. I kicked his butt. Yeah, so I've climbed out. I've climbed out from 360 points after my last race because they've recorded the race tonight. So now I'm at 38th place with 2,109 points. Hey, I broke 2,100. And Artorias is at 2292. I'm within 200 points of you, man. I'm gaining on you. Gaining on you. Let's see. So I've just passed. Earned and lost 0. Man, must have been like right exactly where you should have finished with the competition. That's pretty funny. That doesn't happen very often. Like at least it gives their takes like one or two. Like even the guys at the top, it'll be like, okay, Angel won again. Okay, he gets +2. Yeah, there you go. You'll break you'll break 2,300 tomorrow. Let's do it. Be rooting you on. I've had more races than you now. Today was my 54th standard race. You are at 50. Tomorrow will be 51. So we've raced the same number of races. You're 200 points ahead of me. I'm 3 shy of Ratliff, Monsieur Slime, Nimenva, Tilo. Oh, I'm creeping up on Stags. He DNFs some. He gets some bad Charlock stuff and dies to the Dragon Lord. He'll DNF. Venicus, Dr. Mr. Holmes, Zarnax, the weird bot thing, the BLK, Wealth. Hoodie's up there in 27th. Hoodie's on your tail. He's done 5 standard races. I think it's not insane, and I think you're better than you think you are, just like I'm probably better than I give myself credit for. I don't think that's insane at all, man. You're solid. Why we've got ourselves a solid co-op team. Yeah. We're both still getting better. I feel like I've improved so much since the start of the standard tournament. I feel like I've gotten even better than I was. Like grow this progressively. Just each time I play, get a little better. All right, cool. Send it over to Jiven. Jiven 2 playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Yeah, I that could be. Again, with the race time thing, it all depends on who you're playing and where you fall and how often you DNF, things like that. Like people like Stags and EMP are really good and can really rock in some races, especially if the seeds play out the way that works well for them. But they'll DNF a little bit more often than some other folks. So DNFing when you forfeit, that really drives down the points more so than finishing last or near last. So I think that has a pretty powerful effect. We're 12 and 12 against each other. Oh man, so that's why we haven't entered any races against each other lately. We're even against one another. Look at that, all tied up, perfectly balanced. Well, good luck in the race tomorrow, and sure I'll catch you between now and then as well. Like the Wednesday non-standard, you can cheer me on for 9 and 10 in standard and 3 and 2 in non-standard. Cool. Yeah, looking forward to a first place finish for you tomorrow. Get over 2,300 points and hang out with you Friday to have some co-op insanity. Don't quit the middle of the game this time, pal. You're like, I'll never do that again. All right, have a good night, bud.